up against the Jaguars, who come in at 8-1.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Foreman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing again is Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this one is right down the middle. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now Bortles looking left side. He's got it complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. A swing pass caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again with Foreman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Now Foreman, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career NFL NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In motion now is Lee. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcel Darius. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Come on, let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On second down, here's Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Come on, let's go. White
Off of play action, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. In motion is Fedorowicz. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
In motion, Patterson.
Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on second is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Andrew Luck, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. On 1st down, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down now after the pass completion.
Come on, let's go.
Watson looks to throw again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Bortles now on 1st down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Leonard Fournette trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Jaguars. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. On first down, it's Watson. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Around the NFL third quarter from Foxborough. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
There we go. Zone. Got three down. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. There we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Green 90. Green 90. Left.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
There we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Green 90.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front at the field general. The leader just falling behind them.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Watson. Throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Watson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watson now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Back to the air, Watson on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.